You gotta see this children's book. And this is exactly why it is so important that we separate Judaism from Zionism. Because when we don't, we end up lying to our children and teaching them to defend horrific attacks in the name of Judaism. All right, let's get into it. When kids start questioning Israel and what Zionism is, this book will show up. What does Israel mean to us? A children's book written to distort reality and gaslight young Jewish kids into believing what they see and hear about Israel isn't true. Let me show you how. So at the start of the book, Leah tells her dad that the kids at school are saying Israel is doing bad things and they mocked her because of her Star of David. This was the moment he could have told her the truth. That criticizing the state is not attacking Judaism, that you don't have to defend the indefensible, but instead he teaches her to defend the actions of a foreign government. So he walks her through ancient history, takes her through World War II, gets into the creation of Israel, the UN, and explains the so-called War of Independence without even mentioning the Nakba at all. Daddy says Palestinians left on their own accord, making way for invading armies, as if they weren't forcibly displaced, as if hundreds of villages weren't destroyed, as if ethnic cleansing was a choice. Look, that's not history. That's a flat-out lie. In comes the perpetual victim mentality. Listen to the language used over and over again. Huge Arab armies surrounding tiny little Israel. That wording is deliberate. It's meant to make a heavily armed, massively funded military power sound weak, fragile, perpetually threatened, always the victim, always self-defense. They mention in the book that Israel had no choice but to attack first in self-defense. Think about that for a second. Attacking first for peace? They frame Palestinians as the problem, claiming everyone would be fine if they just left Israel alone. And they present Hamas as justification for everything, even showing weapons as if they're equal to that of Israel's. All of it is packaged neatly for kids. Look at this photo. They're trying to pretend that Israel gets blown up equally to that of Gaza. Look at this, an entire building from a Gaza rocket. In the end, they paint a happily ever after story. Israel is diverse, Israel is good, and Leah goes back to school proud to defend it all. This is why separating Judaism from Zionism matters, so that Judaism doesn't have to carry the weight of the occupation, apartheid, and ethnic cleansing. So we don't have to lie to our children or teach them that faith requires defending state violence. Judaism doesn't require this, but Zionism does.